Good morning, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. This is Victor Alfonso with Monarch Roofing. I'm driving over here to a job site today. They have a roof leak, and whenever there's a roof leak, I do have to go in person to make sure that we know what the reasons could be for this roof leak. So that's the topic of the conversation today, is how do I know I have a leak and what can we do about it? So in this case, we have a tile roof system. So it's a tile roof, and there is a leak somewhere in this tile roof. Normally, almost any roof, whether it's shingle, tile, metal, even flat roofs, they're going to have the same suspected areas. The leaks are going to come from the valleys where the water joins. The leaks can come from any sort of penetration, meaning any sort of vent coming out of the roof. If you have solar vents, any solar equipment, AC equipment, things like that can become an obstruction for the water. Wall flashings, if there's a wall and a roof that are meeting each other, that could be an obstruction for the water to flow and drain properly. I mean, you got to keep in mind that water just needs a tiny little pinhole for it to go inside the house. Now, that's going to determine how bad the roof leak is. If it's just a little pinhole and you have a light rain, you might never see the leak inside the house. But if it's a pinhole and it's torrential rain, you might see that when there's a lot of rain. So it all just depends on what's causing it. Again, those are the three things that we're typically looking for: valleys, penetrations, and wall flashings, especially if there's any sort of like equipment on the roof, things like that. In the tile situation, there could be cracked tiles, broken tiles, and sometimes those tiles are also secured with a nail or a screw, causing a pinhole for water to go in. So if somebody recently pressure washed this roof, they probably moved things around just a little bit, just enough for the screws to wiggle and create a little bit of a hole for water to get in. Additionally, if it's a different type of roof, like a flat roof, there could be ponding water. So ponding water is also not a good sign, and that's a lot more frequently seen on a flat roof system. Shingle roofs have the same problems as tile roofs. Metal roofs are a little bit trickier because those are supposed to be completely sealed up unless they have exposed fasteners. Some metal roofs, you can see the screws or the bolts on the top, and those are usually what leaks. But if it's a seam, if it's a mechanical seam or something like that, something similar to that, it's harder for water to find its way into that. Things that can affect metal roofs typically are just rusting in general. So if you have a Galvalume metal roof by the coast, it's going to last you 5 to 10 years before some sort of rusting starts, and then you're going to have leaks. So always know what the best type of roof is for you. When you have leaks, that's just a symptom of what is going to continue to happen overall. The roof system was installed by one installer using probably the same type of material altogether, same batch. So it's a leak is a symptom of everything coming together and failing at a point. So it doesn't necessarily mean you need a new roof, but it can mean that if it's a repetitive situation, or if it's a leak that just won't stop, won't go away no matter what you do, maybe it's not being repaired properly, we always like to open up the area and make sure we're finding all the suspects, and we're able to really be sure that we're solving that issue by installing new underlayment, sealing it properly, and installing new or similar roof cover to that. So that's what we have for you today: roof leaks, what causes them, and how we tend to solve them. And you know, our approach to those again are let's repair that leak. Let's buy you a little bit more time before you need to get a new roof, and then we'll go from there. We'll usually set up some sort of plan, an expectation of when you plan on having that new roof installed. All right, this is Victor with Monarch Roofing, coming to you live over here from my truck. First video making in my truck, and I'll see you next time.